this video, we're going to show you 5 must-know Google Ads strategies for contractors to generate quality leads in your market. Hey there, Jordan here with Presto Media. Google Ads can be your best friend when it comes to finding people in your market looking for your services right now. So we're here to simplify that for you and get those quality leads coming your way. Let's get into it. First up is keywords. This is how customers are actually finding you. So you want to use Google Keyword Planner to search for things like emergency plumber in your city or electrician near me. Let's dive into keywords just a little bit deeper, because if you can get this right, it's like hitting a bullseye and finding and attracting the right customers for your business. That means you're going to want to mix a broad and specific keywords. So let's break this down into some actionable steps. So first, start broad. You're going to use general terms related to your services, like for instance, roof repair or plumbing services. Those broad terms capture a wide audience, which means competition is going to be higher, and those customers may not be ready to hire you immediately. Next step is to get specific. This is where you're really going to dial into your ideal customer's needs. You're going to include keywords that describe your services in a little more detail, like emergency roof repair or commercial plumbing installation. These are people with immediate needs, and they're signaling that they're closer to making a decision. Next step of this process is going to be localizing your keywords. So we're going to be adding that on to long tail keywords and short tail keywords. So for roof repair, make it roof repair in your city. Or if you want to go even more specific, make it emergency roof repair in this specific neighborhood. Local searches are absolute gold when it comes to Google, because these are people in your area ready to hire a contractor right now. So drilling down deep, the last step is going to be using long tail keywords. These are going to be longer phrases that are very specific. So an example of this would be like how to fix a leaky roof before rain. They have lower search volumes, but they're attracting highly targeted, very specific traffic that's closely matches the user's intent. If you can snag those, more than likely they're going to convert at a higher rate. So to put all this into action, you're going to use Google Keyword Planner to research and find variations on all of these keywords. You're going to look at search volume and competition levels. High volume and low competition keywords are obviously the sweet spot, but don't ignore any of the low volume keywords that are highly relevant to your searches. Remember, the goal is to be relevant as possible to whatever potential customers are searching for you. This strategy helps cover more ground and increases your chances of being found by the right people at the right time. Next key strategy is ad extensions. This is where they're going to make your ad bigger and give people more reason to want to click. So ad extensions are kind of like the Swiss Army knife for Google Ads campaigns. They're going to add some functionality to it. They're going to add information to a very basic ad, and it's going to make it more useful and more compelling for a potential client to want to click. So let's break down how to really use them effectively. Starting with probably the most powerful, and that's call extensions. This is really a must-have for your Google Ads campaigns. Adding your phone number directly into the ad is going to make it super easy for somebody to want to reach out to you. Imagine someone sees your ad for maybe seasonal yard cleanup, then decides that they need your service right now. So they see your phone number, and with one click, they can give you a call. The caveat to this though is make sure your business hours are up to date so they know that they can call you right then and there. Next is local extensions. You want to show people where you're located, or at least the service area that you're in. This is going to be crucial for a lot of businesses, because people may be searching for a landscaper near me or a roofer near me, and you want your Google business profile linked to your Google ad account, so your business address, or at least the service area close by, shows up. Key thing to this again is, we talk about a lot of times, is keep your Google business profile up to date, including the name, address, and phone number, or NAP, so that way when it goes to out in your ad account, it's accurate for somebody to click on it and give you a call. Next up is going to be something that's hugely important. A lot of people really don't hone in on, and that's going to be service extensions. Now, not all contractors offer the same exact services, and the service extension is going to let you kind of highlight what makes you unique in your market, get you to stand out. So if you specialize in, let's say, landscape design consultations, you want to make that clear in your service ad extension. Or if you do seasonal yard cleanups, and that's a big part of your business, you want to highlight it. Now the key here is going to be using these service extensions to showcase specific services that may be seasonal, or maybe an offer that you have in the market. That's going to make your ad way more relevant for what potential clients are maybe looking for at that moment. Now, how do we implement all this? You're going to first start by logging into your Google Ads account. You want to go to Ads and Extensions tab and select Extensions. Here you can add new extensions by choosing the type, which would be call, location, and service, and filling it in with the necessary details. For call extensions, input your business phone number. For location extensions, you're going to input your Google Business Profile account. And then for service extensions, list the services that you want to highlight. Remember, the more helpful and informative your ad is, the higher chance it's going to convert viewers into actual leads. So extensions don't cost extra, but significantly are going to improve your click-through rate and ultimately your ROI on Google Ads. So take the time, get these extensions added in your Google Ad account. They're an easy way to make your ads more effective, get potential clients to notice you, understand what your offer is, and then reach out to you for your services. Probably one of the most powerful ad strategies when using Google is going to be Google local service ads, because they're going to put you right at the top of Google when people are searching for your services in your local market. Best things is this is going to be a pay-per-call system or pay-per-message system, meaning when they actually click on the ad and actually call you through it or send you a message through it, that's the only time you're going to pay. And if it's not a quality lead, guess what? You can dispute it and get your money back. Now, even though you're showing up at the top, there's a way to make your local service ads even more effective. So let's take the time and unpack Google local service ads and reviews and how they can be your best friend. So the very first thing is you got to get verified by Google by going through the Google Guarantee process in order to run local service ads. This process includes background checks, insurance checks, license checks to make sure that you can be a trusted service provider. So when you're ready to run local service ads, start this process early to make sure you get all your paperwork in on time and it has time to get verified. Next thing is filling out your Google Business Profile completely, not just your name, phone number, and address. We're talking about all the services that you offer, any products that you install. So for example, let's say you're a roofer and you install GAF shingles, you should be putting the GAF shingle products on your Google Business Profile. Or let's say you're an HVAC contractor and you use Train units or Bryant. You want to put those units that you install on the products page of your Google Business Profile. Now, next big thing is going to be kind of obvious. You should be doing this already, and that's collecting reviews. Social proof is probably one of the best ways to convert viewers into calls and calls into customers. So after every job, if you've done your job right, and maybe you do a walkthrough after you complete the job, that's a great time to ask for a review or ask for feedback, and then make it super simple for them. Give them a QR code, send them an immediate email or text message, have it ready for them, and walk them through on the best way to leave a review, which is typically going to be tell their story or experiences about what they had with your business. This is probably one of the best, most cost-effective options to start bringing in more quality leads inside your business. But to make yourself more highly visible and more likely to get people to call you, you want to make sure that you've got those really good reviews on your Google Business Profile and it's filled out completely. Google Ads are very powerful, but without great ad copy that directly addresses your customers' problems, they're going to be dead in the water. When it comes to Google Ads, your headline is going to be your handshake, it's going to be your elevator pitch, it's going to be that first impression all rolled into one. You want your headline to speak to your customers so they raise their hand and go, yes, this is exactly what I need. So let's break down how to craft headlines that hit the mark every single time. So the first thing is identifying immediate needs. Put yourself in your customer's shoes for just a moment. How urgently are they actually looking for you? Let's say you're an HVAC contractor. Typically, summer heat and winter cold are the times they're going to be looking for you the most. So tactically, what you're going to do is you're going to list out emergency situations that your customers face, like a broken AC in July, or maybe a malfunctioning heater in the middle of a snowstorm. These are absolute gold for headline materials. Next part of making a headline really great is being very specific and very direct. Your headline should be as straightforward as possible, leaving no doubt about what you're actually offering to your customer. So in order to do this, you want to use very clear, action-oriented language. Stay cool in the summer with fast AC repair. This is going to address common summer problems and offer a solution at the same time. Immediate heating system fixes available now. This is going to tell cold, very uncomfortable customers that their relief is just one phone call away. Next element of making your headlines really great is adding your unique value proposition. What makes your company different? What makes your services stand out? Are you 24/7 availability? You have same-day service or customer satisfaction guaranteed. So you're going to want to incorporate that UVP inside your headline. A great example of this, maybe for an HVAC contractor, would be 24/7 emergency HVAC repair, no extra charge for nights and weekends. This tells customers immediately why they should choose you over your competitors. Now, just like in selling, another great part of your headline that's going to grab attention is using emotional triggers. Emotion is what drives action. So if your headline can evoke things like relief, comfort, or peace of mind, you're pretty much on the right track. So in order to do this, you got to put yourself in your customer's shoes. What emotional state are they in when their AC or heat is broken down? So a great headline to go with this would be, get your comfort back today with quick, reliable HVAC repair. And that's going to tap into their desire for a quick return to comfort. That's one of the biggest beauties of digital online advertising and all the data you get back from things like Google is because you can see which headlines are actually working and you can see it by the numbers. So you want to create multiple versions of your ads with different headlines. Then monitor performance over a few weeks, not days, weeks, and see which ones have the highest click-through rate and highest conversions. This data-driven approach is always going to ensure that your campaigns are going to be optimized. As you can see, crafting a perfect headline is both art and science. It's all about understanding your customer's needs, being very clear and direct, and then making that emotional connection with them in your ad. So implement all these great tips in creating great headlines for your Google ads. And not only are you going to capture their attention, but you're going to convert that attention into leads. One of the most boring parts, but truly one of the most key ones of Google ad strategies is managing your bids to stay competitive. When you're first navigating through Google ads bidding, it can really feel like driving a ship through fog with no GPS. You want to get to your destination without wasting any resources, in this case, conversions. So let's get into how automated bidding actually works and how to optimize it. Now, even the pros like us at Presto Media, we always start out with automated bidding based on your goals because Google is one big machine learning engine. So it's taking different signals of data, anything from like user's device, time of day, location, all that, which is almost impossible to track manually, and putting it into the automated bid process to optimize your campaigns to get you the best return on investment. Because if you're getting return on investment, you're going to put more dollars into Google. So when you initially start your ad campaigns, typically you're going to start with either maximizing clicks or maximizing conversions. This is going to be a great way to start with Google Ads if you don't have time or the knowledge or expertise to do it manually. So now, even though you have automated bidding set up, doesn't mean you set it and forget it. You're going to have to monitor and adjust based on performance because Google Ads machine learning isn't perfect. That's why it's crucial to review your campaign performance. So if certain keywords are costing too high or underperforming, you can shift your budget to something different and focus on what's going to get you a better return. So for instance, let's go back to the furnace repair. If it's got a high cost per click, it's depleting your budget, you may want to pivot over to a different keyword, maybe something like energy efficient furnace installation. That one's probably a little less competitive, cheaper, and still is highly relevant to your services and probably going to get you a better return. So when you're making these adjustments, it's not just about cutting costs, it's about aligning your strategy with your actual business goals and then just the realities of your market. So use the tools at hand that are free, like Google Keyword Planner. Research some alternative keywords you can use in your campaign. Typically, you want to find ones that have higher search volume and lower competition. Put them into your ad campaign and continue to monitor the performance. Now, one of the most important parts of refining your keyword strategy is adding negative keywords. This is where you're going to tell Google what not to appear for. Let's go back to the example of furnace repair versus energy efficient furnace installation. Here you may want to add furnace repair inside your negative keyword list. That way it's going to take your budget and push it towards more relevant clicks. If you do this, continue to be agile, continue to analyze the data, then you can make informed decisions to make your Google Ads as efficient as possible. So that's the 5 key Google Ads strategies for contractors you should be implementing in your business to get the best return on investment on your Google Ads.